Hey there guys, how are you today and welcome to a brand new episode of F1 2010 Crew Mode today at Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. I hope you're enjoying the series, but now let's go to Monza for the 2010 Italian Grand Prix. Results for Q1, we finished in P13, comfortably avoiding the drop zone. All pretty good. Actually wasn't a comfortable, only a couple of tens, but it is quite a short lap, so that's quite a lot. And now let's continue qualifying. And unfortunately guys, nothing much happened in Q2. We weren't able to get a lap together. And we qualified in P17. Sorry, no qualifying lap there. But it's time to go, and we get a good start there, in the wet by the way. On wet tyres, intermediate tyres. P17 behind De La Rosa there, we can hardly see anything in the spray. So let's see what we can do. We're going to go up the inside of all these guys, a few cars there. And now we can finally see a bit. It's P14 now. There's a car there that went over the curb, but somehow ends up over there in P11. We get a great exit now, and we actually now gone from P17 to P11, one sector. That makes up for the qualifying lap, doesn't it? End of sector 1. I'm going to try to ride over the curves here a little bit, but not too much in the wet. And something's happened there, and there's a lot of cars going slowly, getting past Kubica. And I'm going to go around the outside of Adrian Sutil here into lesson 1. Not able to quite get the position then. We've got Nico Rosberg, our rival of course, ahead of us. We're up the inside of Sutil and get a great exit to get a run on Nico Rosberg, but I think he's just got the legs on us in a straight line, so we're going to play the long game if we're going to be able to overtake Nico Rosberg in today's Grand Prix. And actually we get overtaken up the inside out, Sutil going into this corner, whatever it's called, cool corner. Now in the run down to Parabotica, bit of a drag race with Sutil, which he's going to win of course. We are going to try and have a look there around the outside of Adrian Sutil, but it's going very, very wide. And then someone crashed in just behind, not really sure what happened there. But it wasn't my fault. That's probably good news, but we are still in P10 as we end lap 1, gone to lap 2. We are going to chase Sutil down, now down to toe 1, very tight chicane of course. We're nowhere near close enough to make a move. And we actually hit the curve there, and we're going to have a bit of a half spin and lose a lot of time. Now Barrichello is right behind us. But thankfully we've been able to hold him off. And now it's lap 4. And we're being overtaken now by Buemi, I believe that is. We were able to just about hold him off up the inside here. But we go over the curve again, we have another spin in the rain. We're really struggling here today. And then as we spin around, someone hits us. And we're going to fall all the way down to P19. P20 even. We're going to try and get up the inside of Barrichello straight away if we can. And get this race back underway. Up the inside of Barrichello into second lesson mode. Let's go guys, let's get all these positions back. I know we can. We just need to concentrate and we'll do fine. You got there 2 cars for Di Grassi, constantly on De La Rosa I believe for this. Going wheel to wheel there, that's going to slow him down. Di Grassi has a turbo exit, going to fly past the version car of Lucas Di Grassi, get into P18. Now loads of cars going here, so this could get interesting. They're going 3 wide into Parabotica, now that is brave in the rain. Or in fact ever. Nago Shari is a loser there. We get past him, Matthias in the pit lane. And now we're going to keep chasing. We're in P17, where we started to be fair. So maybe it's not too bad. We're going to have a look up the inside of De La Rosa there, into the chicane, and we get another position. And then we're blocking Kovalainen ahead of us. To chase them, we are getting some tyre wear though. I'm going to keep going as long as possible here today, I think. I seem to have decent pace at this stage, getting past this traffic, to be fair. We're going to have a look up the inside of Team McLaughlin going into the chicane where we spun earlier. And we're now in P15. Kovalainen is next. Can we overtake him, guys? Tell me.
Ferrari are readying for a pit stop. One of their drivers is coming in.
This is our in lap technically, but I want to see how long we can go. Not sure if I am going to pit in this lap or not. And we actually go onto the grass there and have another bit of a spin. Disastrous track came, we lost all those positions. We gained back. And we're now back down to P20. Shit. So that's a bit of a disaster, guys. That's a bit of a pain. I need to concentrate more when I do these down races, I tell you. We're not going to pit here on lap 5. Loads of cars in the pit lane though, so it gives us a few positions, but not as many as we lost before. Who's next there? You got Sittil there, coming out there with Liutzin. You got obviously the grassy up ahead. I was racing these guys earlier, and now they pitted and come out ahead of me. Because I spun out 3 times in one race. In 6 laps, I managed to spin 3 times. This hasn't been a very good race for me, I have to be honest, guys. Sorry about that. We've got Petrov and Renault right now behind us. We're going to focus on trying to get ahead of Adrian Sittil. Tyre where we've got a bit, but we seem to be doing okay. We did go a bit defensive into the Lesnar there, which helped us get a bit closer, but not much. Just doing it again.
Weather's fairly bad. Careful if you go for the overtake.
And the most productive thing that the race engineer can say is that the weather is pretty bad. Yes, we know. Honestly, my team is crap.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
I'm going to keep chasing Adrian Sittil though. Through sector 3. Looks like we're getting a run on him here. We're going to be able to get past him parabolica though. Not too sure. Just don't have the straight line speed to get past him. Try to get a good exit if possible. And some cars going in the pit lane now. That's going to give us some more positions. And where are we going to be now? P13. And it's lap 9. We haven't pitted yet because I'm not sure that I have to, guys. And we're in P10, quite comfortable. Sittil hasn't really got away from us either. I'm not sure if I have to pit in this Grand Prix. But I think now I do, because I go over the curve and I lose part of my front wing. Had that not happened, I think I could have gone to the end of that race technically without pitting. And I probably would have scored a point. We're now losing positions just in the straight. And we're going to have to pit, which is a bit of a disaster. Yeah, this has been really poor driving. My side, no excuses to be honest. It just hasn't, it wasn't meant to be today. Our rear tyres are both red in terms of wear. And just to add insult to injury, just been told my tyre driver Nico Rosberg has just set the fastest lap of the race. I think this race is basically over, guys. Might have crashed it into the wall.
The line and put the limiter on. Brake for the pit box.
Can we at least get out ahead of the Toro Rosso? No!
Go.
What a surprise! Another long pit stop.
Limiter off. Limiter off.
And that's gonna be it, guys. End of lap 11 now. Mark Webber has won the Grand Prix for Red Bull. Yeah, a bit of a corner cut there, but what can we do? And it looks like we're gonna come home in last place. Again. Coming around Parabolica for the final time. We go wide actually, because I just couldn't give a shit anymore these last couple of laps. And yeah, that kind of summed up our race, didn't it? We pretend we won by weaving a bit. Not great.
We're at the wrong end of the field, but at least least we managed to complete the race. Well done.
I was so close to being able to grab a point in that race if I hadn't spun out there. I think I could have gone to the end. I'm not too sure though. Anyone know? I would have been allowed to go to the end since it's a wet race. But yeah, Mark Webber won the race and Alonso and Hamilton, so kind of in championship order there. You got the Germans, Vettel, Rosberg and Schumacher all doing well. We're in P9 in the drivers. Behind Massa and Button, we're still way ahead of Petrov. And Webber leads from Alonso and Hamilton. And there we are in P5, still holding P5 in the Constructors. Interviews.
Great one. Hey, great one. Let's chat. Do you think you were able to extract the maximum performance from the car this weekend?
No.
Now, after such a poor start to the season, have you almost given up hope of challenging for the title, or is it still achievable for you?
You having a laugh, mate? Are you on drugs or something? I spun out 6 times in a race, and you asked me if I can win the title.
Now, I was having a chat the other day to a well-known team boss, and he let slip that you're likely to be moving teams next season. Is there something you'd care to tell our viewers about this?
You wouldn't mind. If it's a bigger team.
Hey, great one. Great news. A few teams have come in with contract offers for you. We should take a look.
So still, our only contract offers are from HRT and Lotus. Obviously, although I get to be first driver, I might as well be staying at HRT. And there you go, guys, that was the Italian Grand Prix. I hope you enjoyed the video, laughing at my crappy driving. And I'll see you guys next time at Marina Bay for the 2010 Singapore Grand Prix.